Good morning. How are you this morning? Can you tell I cut my own fringe? I know, I haven't had time to get to the hairdressers. I didn't think it would matter, and then I caught sight of myself, and it does. But hey ho, it'll grow, won't it? I hope you had a good weekend. My weekend was a game of two halves, really. Saturday was incredibly quiet, and I tried to make the most of Win before he goes back to university today. And then Sunday was an extraordinarily busy day, and it was all good. I had a wonderful day, saw lots of you, and was very pleased to be out and about. And I'm tired this morning. Never mind, it's all good fun, isn't it? So my sermon yesterday sort of inspired me to go and do a little bit more reading before I dropped off. And well, my sermon was all about how we need to be honest before God and to trust that he sees us and he knows us, and that we are good enough, and that perhaps if we shone more brightly and were willing to take risks and to be our fullest self, he would be able to work even more wonders with us than he currently does. And it was a kind of risky suggestion to us. And it was talking as well about how a lot of our reservations come out of places of hurt or difficulty or lack of self-worth and all of that. Challenging. I'm challenged by it. We always play ourselves down, don't we, and think that we're not worthy or not capable. And other people are often very quick to see our gifts, our skills, our talents, our strengths, but better than we are for ourselves. Fascinating. And it reminded me of the Psalms, really, and that's where I went and did my reading, because I always just joke, well, there's a psalm for every occasion, but there really is. And I've got a new book about the Psalms, and it isn't what I thought it was going to be. It's going to take some proper reading. I thought it was a dip-in book, but I'll show you it. It's called Open and Afraid. And the first chapter is all about honesty, which of course tied in with the sermon. And I read this wonderful little quote from a very respected theologian called John Goldingay. Psalms and Old Testament were his thing. He says this: "The Psalms make it possible to say things that are otherwise unsayable. In church, they have the capacity to free us to talk about the things that we cannot talk about anywhere else." And you know, I think that's true, and I think that's why I love them, and I think it's why I come back to them time and time and time again. If I don't know what else to read in the Bible and I'm looking for something, I go to the Psalms, and for a quick flick through, you will always land on a verse or a couple of verses, or sometimes a whole psalm that just goes, whoa, yes, that's it. So we're going to have a short one this morning because I want you to go away and spend the last 2 minutes having a flick through the Psalms. Pick one out, one that really speaks to you. And if you want to share it publicly, then pop it on the feed. And if you want to talk to me privately, then email me or send me a message and let me know what your favourite Psalms are and why they speak to you, and where the comfort is, perhaps. Some of the Psalms are incredibly challenging, but on the whole, I find them to be a comfort and a relief that somebody else is daring to be as honest as I would like to be and as I'm feeling, but probably wouldn't really want to put into words. There we go. That's enough for Monday, isn't it? I am off to morning prayer with the team, and then, I've got a couple of lovely meetings and some really big phone calls to make today. And preparations for Tuesday. Hey, I think I've got a wedding couple to talk to as well, which is always lovely to do. Have a good day, and lots of love, and God bless. Bye-bye.